KBNY5962 starting our broadcasting day. Today, for your viewer enjoyment, we're bringing you a game that I would never buy, that I would never purchase, but this game was offered as part of the free-to-play service with the PS4 subscription, online subscription. I play a lot of games online, so I get free games because you have to buy the online subscription. So I have the basic online subscription package, and there was like one game that looked good for this month. There was a wrestling game, and I'm not really into wrestling games, but maybe I should try it. Maybe I'd like it. And then there was like kind of like a space adventure game that looked really good, but it was only for the PS5. So I would probably never actually play a game like this. This game is called, I believe, Doki Doki Literature Club. Lit Club. Game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. So if you're easily disturbed or if you're a children, please stop viewing now. I have no idea. This can't be good. This just can't. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go and let's see what's going on here. If I see, I'm trying to get a little. Okay, here we go. How's that? Uh-oh. I hit the ground. Okay. Got to so as part of the online subscription, in order to play games online, I play Sword Art Online, Fatal Bullet Online. It sounds redundant, but it's not, because online's in the title of the game. I also play Diablo 2 online, probably the two most played games that I play online. There's other games I play online somewhat sparingly. Those are the two major ones. Diablo and Diablo 2 are probably my favorite video games ever. Mostly I was a PC snob and I would only play games on the PC. Lately I have completely abandoned the PC for console gaming. So let's dive into the world of Doki Doki Literature Club. Don't know. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Well, we'll see if I don't have a positive experience playing the game, maybe it means that I'm suffering from anxiety or depression. So let's find out. Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. I think we'll just, I don't really want the spoilers, so let's just be surprised. Okay. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. God, how I can't believe they're offering this for free on the PS4 game club thingy. All right, well, I agree. I have the YouTube video set to no kids, content not for kids. So I'm hoping that this game is not suitable for children. I have my channel marked not suitable for children. So hopefully I'm not going to get banned on YouTube for this. Doki Doki Literature Club. New game, load game, settings, and exit. Something, download content, DDLC, DDLC, DLC, downloadable content. What's DDLC? I have no idea. Settings. Well, the artwork sure is cute. Load game and new game. I guess we'll go new game. Please enter name. My name? Oh, we can't. I'm 3 letters short. What am I going to do about 3 letters short? Well, I could just go by Crusader, or I could do something like R-A-B-B-I-T. I'm still R-A-B-I-T. Crusader Rabbit. How about we just go Rabbit? Can I put in special characters in my name? Oh, it's letting me. There, how's that? Rabbit. Okay. I guess I didn't get my special characters. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might be drawing to herself. So I had to actually move from where I usually sit to really close to the TV to even be able to read the white on pink. Now, I don't know if that's because I'm 75 years old or if it's because that's just really hard to read. Let's see, we have, on the bottom, we have history, stop, auto, I don't know how we skip, auto save, load, settings. That girl, Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children, you know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. I'm really not sure how to get to that alternate menu there on the bottom. He said bottom. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. Yeah, I guess that seems to be a problem. But I caught you this time. So she tries to catch us sometimes, but doesn't catch us. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah. this just like a book that I read, or is there any gameplay here? Yeah, you say that you were thinking about ignoring me. Wow, it's just really hard for me to pick out the white on pink. That mean rabbit. That's mean rabbit. Well, people stare at you for acting weird, and then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But if you did wait for me after all, I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Wow, this just keeps on going with verbiage. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Rabbit, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? It's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me. Wow, this is really disturbing. I guess the warnings were right. It's disturbing because there's no gameplay. It just kind of is all text. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Wow, that's kind of is what I do on games and anime. Yeah. Wow, that kind of does actually describe me. Uh-oh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Yeah. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Well, it's nice to know that someone's worried about me. And you know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Really hard for me to read the white on pink, sorry. NEET, N-E-E-T, acronym, not in education, employment, or training. Okay. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right, all right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you? Will you? At least promise me you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I promise. Yay. Why don't I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. God, I've been reading for like 15 minutes. It just keeps going. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's more text to read. No. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Oh, thank God. I hope the text is over before I know it. Is there any like gameplay? Do I just need the one button on my controller, or am I actually going to use like the joysticks and the D-pad? Maybe. Isn't there like something to after I pack up my things, I stare. Hello, Superhero 60. We're playing Doki Doki Literacy Club because it was offered free with the PlayStation 4 online game package. I've never played a game like this before. All I'm doing is reading. It's like all text. There's no gameplay to this. How am I? I'm doing great. Having a great weekend. It's kind of early in the morning. I think the sun's just coming out. Might be somewhere between 6 and 7. I kicked my cell phone to the floor, so I'm not going to bend down and pick it up. But yeah, we're doing great, just kind of waking up. How are you doing this weekend? Hope you're having a good weekend. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Sayori is apparently my childhood friend in this Doki Doki Literacy Club. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. That's great. Glad to hear it. I just woke up and I'm kind of waiting for some of the restaurants downstairs to open up because I'm kind of hungry and want to go down and get some breakfast. So I think Subway maybe opens at 9 or 10, maybe. Or Hey Chicken maybe opens at 9 or 10. Maybe I'll eat breakfast at Subway or Hey Chicken and then have a pizza for dinner. Or I'll have a pizza for breakfast and then eat at Subway or Hey Chicken for dinner. I don't know, what are you doing today? So he already wants me to check out some clubs. My longtime childhood friend in Doki Doki Literacy Club. I guess I have a choice, but to start with the Anime Club. Oh, Anime Club sounds like fun. You know, it's really hard for me to read this white on pink. I had to move really close to the TV just to be able to read it, actually. I don't know if it's because white on pink is just really hard to read, or if it's because I'm 75 years old and I just don't really read white on pink very well. I know at work I'm having problems distinguishing dark blue on a black screen. Don't know if that's related. So, you have any plans for this weekend, Superhero 60? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I had catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. I guess we aren't in the same classroom. My childhood friend. I wonder if we're in the same year. Honestly, you're even worse than me somehow. I'm impressed. So she realizes she spaces out. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. I wonder if she has a club. I thought she said she didn't have a club yet. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Probably take care of yourself, huh? Well, that's a good plan for the weekend. What am I going to be doing? I was thinking of grabbing some breakfast, and I was going to clean up my kitchen a little bit. I'll probably grab a camera and throw some film in it and go around and take some pictures and develop that, and then put that online. And then right now I just started a druid in Diablo 2, and I have the druid up to level 35-ish, and I'm trying to get to 42. I've finished normal mode already, and I'm waiting to get to 42 before I go into Nightmare. So I'll probably play my druid in Diablo 2 and watching anime and eating and also taking some pictures and developing film. And I'll probably put up a video on YouTube of the camera that I take out to go take pictures with. Anyway, that's what I'm doing this weekend. Let's see, Sayori says, well, that you could come to my club. So I guess she has a club. Sayori, yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. Isn't that meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. I guess that's why this is called Doki Doki Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help to start a new club. Well, that's kind of like what I do every weekend. Just watch anime, play video games, and grab a camera, go out, take pictures, and fill up the pictures, and put a video up sometimes of pictures I've taken. That's my life when I don't go to work. On weekdays, it's mostly go to work, come home, eat, sleep, and then go back to work. Maybe watch a little anime while I'm eating. That's my life. Let's see, what's Sayori saying? Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Wow, there seems to be, I guess this is called the literature club because all you do is read during this game. Yeah, I'm going to the same anime club. Or, yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Wow, I've been reading for like 20 minutes. I haven't touched the D-pad. I haven't touched any shoulder buttons. I haven't touched any trigger buttons. All I'm doing is button pressing. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes into everything. Natsuki? Don't make promises you can't keep. I think there's been like 3 screens and lots of text. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go. Screen number 3, the hallway. Walking to the literacy club, I guess. And thus, who says and thus? I haven't heard the word thus in regular conversation in quite some time. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I sold my soul to the company store. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I don't see anybody else. That's kind of scary. Maybe she's a vampire. She's gonna suck my blood. I told you, don't call me a new member. Yeah. I glance around the room. Looks pretty empty. Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Girl number 2. Sayori always says nice things about me. Really? Wow. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Rabbit, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. Is everybody else having a hard time reading white on pink? This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Oh, jeez. It just goes on and on with all the... I've been reading for like a half hour. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smallest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right, I do know Monica, apparently. Didn't know that before 2 minutes ago, but it's great to see you once again, Rabbit. Thank you, Superhero60. It's nice to know that it's hard to see the white inside the text box. I was kind of worried that it was just me and my 75-year-old eyes. Right, okay, so I don't feel so terrible now. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know. I still don't understand how to get to like history and skip and auto and save and load and settings. I'm kind of trying to figure out how to... The D-pad doesn't seem to go down there. And I'm trying trigger buttons, and that doesn't seem to work. Toggle buttons doesn't seem to work. What am I? Oh, joysticks. Joysticks don't seem to work. I don't seem to be able to get to, if I go left shoulder or left trigger, and the D-pad still doesn't seem to work. Right trigger, right shoulder, no D-pad action. I don't seem to be able to select like the history, skip, autosave, upload, load, and settings buttons at all. And then there's kind of like that little white, I wonder what the, oh. Well, the triangle button brings the menu up and down. The square button brings the menu up and down. I don't seem to actually be able to select history or skip or auto or save. I was hoping I could just kind of like skip. Monica smiles sweetly. Yeah, I wouldn't, I've never heard of it before either. Why would they offer this game as free? And when you get the game, there's like all these warnings on it, on how disturbing it is, and it's not for kids, and which is okay because my channel is marked not for kids. So I'm assuming that children can't access content on my channel. At least I hope they can't access content on my channel. But they were saying that if you're depressed or have anxiety, that you should be cautious about playing this game. Which I guess is because maybe you're expecting to play a game and not just read text. And if you have anxiety, then it'll increase your anxiety because all you're doing is reading. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Oh, I've been reading for like a half hour. Jeez Louise. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic, basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me genuinely feels a little ... You too, Monica. Come, sit down. Come on, sit down. Come, sit down, sit down. Rabbit, we made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Gosh, I wish I actually had cupcakes. Sometimes I buy those orange Hostess cupcakes with the white filling. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space left next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuki walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. How cute. It's just reading. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. That's adorable. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing all over her face. Well, I guess that's what earns this game the disturbing nature. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice the sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Finally, I bite down. This icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. I didn't realize they had pre-made icing. I thought you always had to mix up your own icing. Oh well. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why were you thanking me? It's not like I made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you now. But not for you, you know, dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole set in this classroom? You know, I don't think I ever I was in the chess club in high school, so I would, after class, I would go to a classroom. Of course, it was like a regular classroom. I think it was Mr. Hopkins' English class room. And Mr. Hopkins would always stay late. He was the chess club advisor and would always play chess in his chess club English classroom. And I think there was probably around 5 to 10 members of the chess club. But we never ate in there. We certainly never had tea in there. I can't ever remember even drinking in there, like a Coke or anything. Anyway, so did anybody else in a high school have a club in a classroom like this, and where they actually had like refreshments during club activities? We never did. Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. Oh, she jumped. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy the tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. Oh, I never tried like the save or function buttons. So if I hit screenshot, or if I hit, so screenshot didn't seem to activate any of the history autosave features. And if I hit it's the options button. Oh, if you hit the options button, you can select history, or you can't select skip, or auto, or save. Let's try save. Oh, look at save. Okay, we'll do auto save. Oh, there's an auto save. Okay, save. Load and settings. Oh, there's settings. Text options, audio options. How about a reading option? English. Let's see, it's just English, I guess. I don't seem to have any. Oh, there are other. Skip options. Skip unseen text, skip after choices. Dialog box, auto forward time, text speed, music volume, sound volume. There's no have somebody else read. Haven't joined any club in high school, huh? That's, maybe it's it seems like there probably weren't a lot of people in my high school that actually joined clubs either. There was my chess club, so I was in the chess club. Mr. Hopkins was also the teacher advisor to the yearbook and to the newspaper, and he had an extra little room in the back of his class that was newspaper, school newspaper, and school yearbook. So there was like yearbook and newspaper people coming into his class while we were in there for chess club. There was definitely a student council. I think those are like the only 3 clubs that I know of. I don't know of any other clubs that were in my high school. I don't know of any other teachers that were club advisors other than Mr. Hopkins. Well, there was band, but I think band was a class, and then you just kind of... And there were sports, which is kind of like a club. I mean, it's after-school activity. I ran track and cross-country. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. In college, I have joined 2 clubs. The other one is cooking clubs and anime clubs. Oh, you had an anime club, and you have an anime club in college. That's awesome. I don't think our college had an anime club. In fact, I don't know of... There was a ski club. In my, of course, it's been many years since I was in college. I went to Cal State Hayward, Cal State University Hayward. In California, there's 2 state school systems. There's the university system and the state college system. The university system is like Berkeley. State college is like Cal State Hayward. It's not as prestigious as the university system, so I went to the non-prestigious state college. There was a ski club, and I did snow ski, and I'm not sure why I was never in the ski club. So I'm sure there were other clubs, but I just can't remember. But in college, I spent most of my... I think there was like an amateur radio club. There was like an amateur radio station, a college radio station. I'm sure that was like a club. But it was right next to the... We had up above the cafeteria, there was kind of like a little balcony, and there were like a whole bunch of pinball machines on that balcony, enclosed balcony. And then the amateur radio club, broadcasting club, had a door that let in from that balcony, but on the balcony were like 4 or 5 different pinball machines. So when I wasn't in class, most of the time I was playing pinball outside of the broadcasting club. But I didn't join a club in college. Kind of sad. Of course, it was more of a commuter college. I think there was maybe only 1 or 2 dorms, and all of the rest was just, it was a commuter college. They had large parking lots, and then people just drove there, went to school, and after class, most of them just hopped in cars and went home. Wasn't a lot of socialization going on campus, unfortunately. Let's see what's going on with the game. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I think I read that already. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home. Okay. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Well, it'd be more fun and exciting if it was actually like a game that I could participate in rather than just read. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. I feel like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Oh, but I do have a club at work. Actually, I actually started a club at work. I started a Magic the Gathering club. We've been going for between 2 and 3 years now at the place where I work. And we play Magic the Gathering every Friday night from 5:30 p.m. after work, from 5:30 p.m. until probably about midnight or a little past. So I was a member of a club in high school, not a member in college, but I started my own club at work. And there are a few other clubs at work. There's like a board game club at work, and there is a ukulele club at work. So there are a couple other clubs at work, and they have a marketplace at work with like tables, and you can buy food and stuff, or snacks, drinks. And for my club, the Magic the Gathering Club, we just kind of take over a couple of the lunch tables in the marketplace at work, and then we put out our play mats and we play Magic the Gathering. And a lot of time people from work come by and they say hi and they watch us play for a bit. We invite them to sit down and try to teach them how to play, and some do and some don't. But it's it's kind of a lot of fun. Let's see. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling a dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Brand new? Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yay! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Oh, it's great everyone's agreeing. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of new members joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Rabbit, what kind of things do you like to read? Science fiction and science fiction. Well, considering how little I've read in these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Oh, I guess I like fantasy too. I like Lord of the Rings, but I really like Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe was really good. Lord of the Rings, really good. I do like fantasy, Dragon Riders of Pern, and I do like science fiction, Asimov, Heinlein. I almost said Heineken. You know, those great sci-fi writers like Heineken. Or manga. You know, I have like some manga, but I don't really, I watch a lot of anime. It's don't have a lot of the source material. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. A lot of the manga I own are from different, like Galaxy Con. You go to like a Galaxy Con, and there's a lot of booths, and they're selling artwork, and a lot of people are selling their own private manga. They're kind of self-supporting, their own publishing, and selling their own product. And I buy those. I don't have any mainstream, like I don't have any like AAA manga. It's all stuff that I bought from artists at conventions. Because you go someplace and you see some artwork, and then you'll buy like their poster, and then you realize that they're doing their own anime and manga, and you kind of want to support them, so I kind of buy stuff just for that. It's like if I like their artwork. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What I'm saying, I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Well, that sounds pretty nice. You know, I've been reading for like 50 minutes, and I haven't used the joysticks at all, and I haven't used the D-pad at all. I think I'm going to end the broadcast. I'll probably never play this game again, but I guess it was kind of fun. Just in case, let's go ahead and save our progress since we figured out how to save. Can we go to an empty slot? There, empty slot. Okay, we saved. And I think we're just gonna call it. So, Superhero 60, thanks for participating in the live stream. Great to see you here again. And hope you have a nice weekend. And for everybody else out there, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the show. This is Crusader Rabbit KBNY 5962, ending our broadcasting day. I hope everyone wasn't too disturbed by the content in this game. Good night, campers.